Oh, my name's Fox9 yeah, 9-bit Fox, and welcome to another 9-bit review or 9-bit Netflix trash or something. I don't freaking know what it's called. It's a very clickbaity title. But any case, FYI, if you like this video, subscription button to subscribe and check out more videos. It's doing this because if I don't reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to get my stuff taken away. But then again, by this time this episode comes out, it'll be the 20th, which most likely means unless I get 400 subscribers within 3 days, I doubt that's going to happen. So yeah, but this is a review. But yeah, subscribe if you like the video. But this is a review of the Netflix series, or I think part 1, episode 1 of Godzilla. A CG anime. I think it's a show. I want to say it is because it says P1 E1, so it's like part 1 episode 1. I guess it's like an hour long, but basically it's a show that is basically I want to say it's Godzilla in space, but it is kind of like that a little bit. Basically, humanity F's up. Humanity F's up the world so bad that Earth summons kaijus to kill them off. But the most notorious one is, of course, Godzilla. And Earth relies on aliens, because aliens actually come down to save them, which aliens still look human for some whatever reason. Just they look slightly different. One's a little bit taller and all pale. The other one's rougher and like has quills on their face. They come down to say, oh, don't worry, we can fight the kaijus for you. Turns out they can't. They can't kill Godzilla, so they all have to leave Earth. And the main character was a kid when he saw that, and he sees that Godzilla's alive and goes, I'm gonna get you, Godzilla! Cut to 20 years later. Apparently the spaceship is... what was that? Apparently the spaceship is overoccupied. And so they're gonna send some of the old people down to a planet so they can go live on the planet. The main guy's like, no, you can't do that. That's bad. You just want to kill the old people. And one of them is his grandfather, and so he tries to sabotage that, but then in the end, it's like the grandpa talks to him and goes, "Oh, Sonny boy, I just want to die on solid ground. I don't want to be on the spaceship anymore." And so the main character basically gets thrown into the brig, and the old people get sent down to this random planet. And before they make it down to the planet, the ship explodes for whatever reason. And I'm just thinking, how solid's that ground, Grandpa? But yeah, so this guy's now in jail because he's about to hijack this stuff. And then he also has a best friend who's a priest, who's also the alien, which honestly I think is a better version of what they were trying to do in Devilman Crybaby, where it's the character who has his own agenda and uses the main character to meet his ends. And that is literally kind of what they do the exact same way. They can look kind of similar in Devilman Crybaby. And, but yeah, but the main character basically sends out a report how they should go back to Earth because there's nowhere else that they can go in space because they've been traveling for 20 years, but I guess because of whatever technology or whatever, they've actually been gone from Earth 20,000 years. And, but yeah, he says something about that, and everyone says, well, we can't really go anywhere. Why don't we try heading back to Earth and seeing if it's gotten better since, we left? So basically, they head back to Earth. And they tried to nuke Godzilla so much in this thing, apparently, before they left, that like there are giant craters in the Earth. Like you can see it from space, ginormous craters, like the moon craters. And all I'm thinking is, that's gotta be some ginormous, like Japan is gone. Like that Japan is wiped off the face of the Earth if a crater is that big where you can see it from space. But But yeah, so they then head back down to Earth, and it turns out there's a weird, clear, like, mist that's around the entire planet, and stuff has evolved. And also, Godzilla seems to be alive. So, the main character goes Captain Ahab a little bit, saying, "We have to kill Godzilla!" And the only way they can kill Godzilla is because he apparently generates his own shield that protects him, but the only way to destroy him is to then kill the organ that's in his dorsal fin on his back, and if you destroy that organ, he will die. So basically what happens is people die, main character becomes the new captain after his friend, who again is like the guy from Devilman, the blonde-haired, tall, just very pasty kind of character, basically just says, he's now the captain because was in command, but now I'm making him in command. And makes the guy in command, he's like, "We're gonna kill Godzilla!" And they go, there's an epic battle, they trap Godzilla in a canyon, Godzilla's like shooting energy beams and stuff like that, they shoot him in the back, they stab him in the back, explosions, Godzilla apparently dies. And if Godzilla does look kind of cool, even though he looks kind of big on the front, but he does look cool in this. Everyone's like, "Yeah, we did it! We killed Godzilla!" And also, I forgot to mention this, for an episode called Planet of Monsters, they literally only show like 2 monsters. Technically 3. But yeah, they kill Godzilla, and they're like... And one guy's like, "I've been thinking, I don't think that was the original Godzilla." And they're like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, you see, life is all about change and evolving. And so if this was the Godzilla from then... it wouldn't evolve. It would be different. And it would have evolved. And I'm thinking that's not how evolution works, for one. Evolution is literally death, rebirth, or death, baby, death, baby, death, baby, death, baby, death. And through, just as that keeps going, certain DNAs will kind of get effed up and make new genetic mutants, and thus eventually could spawn their own race. That is just creating more genetic F-ups will eventually adapt them to their situation in some cases. Also, depending on, like, let's say, if it's like let's say there's a forest of black trees, the black moths are going to live better than the white moths are, because the white moths are going to get picked off and the black moths are going to live and keep eating and surviving. So, that's how evolution works, but I guess not in this one.
Life finds a way.
Because after spoilers for the end of this, the creature they killed actually wasn't Godzilla. It was actually an offspring, I guess, because the actual Godzilla comes out, who's been alive for 20,000 years, and is bigger than a mountain. Atomic breath doesn't even turn blue at this point, but it's just like energy waves that cook and kill everything. And this thing is so powerful, it whips its tail, and an energy beam will fly off and cut mountains in half and just destroy everything. And then, of course, it turns out that the priest guy who's helping the main character this entire time, he's been talking about, like, this god that comes forth and stuff. He's like, "It's been a long time, king of monsters." That's my Godzilla roar. That's the closest I can get to. But yeah, and like it turns out that's the actual Godzilla, and then the main character's stuck under rubble inside one of these mech suits, and he goes, "You way-ho!" But yeah, it feels like those like movies where it's like, what are we gonna do for a sequel? They go to space. Like, they literally go to space and then come back, and it's just like, yeah, we're gonna put this setting in the future, and that's the sequel. And I'm not against that, really. And I do kind of love the idea a little bit of, because one thing, the thing I love about Godzilla, well, even though I know like he's supposed to be a representation of like the nuclear bomb that hit Hiroshima and stuff like that, I like kind of, even though the legendary films or Millennium films, I forget which one, the one that's made in America, not the first one, the other one, I like their description of Godzilla a little bit, and I kind of like the idea of that Godzilla is basically a force of nature. He is just a force of nature to bring balance to the Earth to bring balance to it, and I kind of like that. And they kind of play this up on this one as well. Like at the end, like they say, like Godzilla was made to, as a something to balance the Earth, to balance the like Earth effed up big time, and so Mother Nature said, "I'm gonna send my bouncer to kick you off." Basically, I'm gonna send my attack dog. And I always loved that idea of Godzilla being one. I always loved the title of King of Blank. So King of Monsters is freaking awesome, and Godzilla is freaking epic. He's one of my favorite kaiju monsters, and I can't wait to see Godzilla versus King Kong. I can't wait for that movie to come out. But watching this, I like that idea that he is, again, just a force of nature, and not only that, apparently our religions are based around these things, and not only that, on top of that, other planets that these, like, because these people lost their homes as well, the aliens, so they even said, like, their planets were destroyed, and, like, one guy says, I've seen hundreds of planets destroyed by giant monsters, and I'm just thinking, like, okay, so you're straight up telling us that there are other planets and other, like, kaijus like that, but Godzilla is our monster. And also there's a thing, because again, like, and I kind of love that. And also again, like, for an episode called Planet of Monsters, we really only do see like 2 to 3, being that we see the baby Godzilla, which looks like regular sized Godzilla, kind of, and then we have Mountain Godzilla, which is like the Millennium one or whatever it's called, and then we have these like pterodactyl bird things, which are apparently like an off-breed of Godzilla, or the same kind, and even the plants are very similar to Godzilla in some way. So basically the planet is basically all Godzilla in some sense, which is, again, kind of cool and shows that he's kind of like a force of nature. Sorry, I got like this bump on my finger after I got shot with a BB gun. But, yeah, the episode was cool, and I kind of want to see more of it, but Godzilla Planet of Monsters is an anime first, Godzilla movie second. Yeah, it really is. And it really is it's an anime first, Godzilla movie second. Even though is there going to be a part 2? Is there going to be a part 2 to this? Because, again, it says, okay, Godzilla is the latest anime movie from Netflix, and we've got a good news for this one. More as 2 or more anime movies are planned for the service of serving as part 2 and part 3. Here's what we know about Godzilla on Netflix too. Okay. Wait. The franchise is one movie releasing in 24... Wait, Hollywood has been trying to capitalize the franchise. Okay, yeah, they're talking about that. Okay, so it's going to release in November 2018 and January... Oh, wait. Wait. Planet of Monsters released in Japan in November 2018 and is coming to Netflix everywhere January 17. Oh, so this literally just came out like yesterday? No, I started watching it. Maybe I did watch it yesterday. I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It is very anime-ish, and you mostly focus on the main character, and then, you know, Godzilla, again, is more of the force behind all of this, which I kind of like. He is the destruction. He is the monster. And I do kind of like that, and they at least kind of more focus on Godzilla a little bit more, and I can't wait till, like, maybe the next episode or next part where they probably show, like, all of them getting together and fighting. Oh, let's say then part 3 will show up in May? Okay, so part 1 is January. Alright. Part 1 is January, part 2 is May, and then in December will be part 3. Which kind of sucks. Well, hey, as long as they make it good. But it's kind of cool seeing that. Again, it's kind of cool seeing these, seeing a Godzilla movie like this. And I want to see him fight more monsters. And this is way better. This is like a similar story to the terrible movie After Earth with Will Smith. I think it was Will Smith, right? Will Smith and his son. I thought it was Jamie Foxx. Will Smith and his son, yeah, like that. It's kind of similar to that, where, like, you know, they've been gone for Earth for so long. It's no longer their planet. It's new bad guy is alive, or what new bad guy is taking over. It's kind of a similar vein of that, or like new aliens, stuff like that. But it said it's Godzilla, and Godzilla is freaking awesome. And I know there's probably some more kaiju monsters they showed in the beginning. I don't know what their names are. I just know I saw a couple kaiju monsters in the beginning, and I'm hoping that at some point we'll see Godzilla fighting. We'll see if Godzilla fight some of those guys, but I thought it was pretty cool. And again, the atomic breath is just kind of awesome, especially in this one. I kind of really liked where even though I loved the Millennium one when they did it, and you just see the blue go down his tail and everything. I was like, I was at the edge of my seat and geeking the front. I was like, fuck yeah! When I saw the atomic breath, because I love that. I freaking love that. I love the atomic breath. I love Godzilla. It's so goddamn awesome. Just shoots the energy beam, and not to mention shoots it around. That was freaking great. And this one I kind of like too, where like he does still do the blue coming on his back quills, or I don't know, I forget what they're called, back spikes, but it shows like electricity shooting through them, which I thought was kind of cool. But also, at one point, a guy jumps on his back, and I'm just thinking, oh, that'd be kind of cool if Godzilla just like charges the beam and just like electricity just shocks the crap out of him. And again, I love the idea of that. Like, his main power is he's a giant nuclear reactor. That is kind of freaking cool. I don't know, but I liked it. It was fun. It was a fun monster movie, I thought. I thought it was kind of cool. Probably got more Godzilla than the latest American released one, but I don't know. I need to see the new Godzilla that Japan made at some point, hopefully. But either way, told you anything comes tomorrow. Thank you for watching the videos that I've done. Links are on Facebook and around there somewhere. And man, this guy really loves Earth. He's like, this is our home. Earth, remember that? Like, this guy's like the weird tree hugger guy, the main character. It's kind of funny. But again, after you see Godzilla come up in the end, it's just like, oh fuck yes. Anyway, tell me anything comes below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video or check out more videos, subscribe below. Button thing, whatever. I don't know. Just check out my videos if you want, please. Again, I need to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can keep my monetization. Anyway, thank you for watching. Check out the videos, and we will see you later.